Beam me up, Scotty, words from Captain Kirk, from the film Star Wars. Most people are familiar with it, the first film, 1977. And after 9 films, a 10th one is due to be released in 2026. But what's it all about? Beam me up, about teleportation, which can be described as the moving of an object from one place to another in an instant. Now, train modelers have been teleporting for years, and I intend to do exactly the same in this layout, and this will be done by means of module 6, the latest and the last module to be added to the layout. Module 6 is seen right there. So let's show you how it all happens. Here we have a bird's eye view of module 6. The camera is placed above the town of Pietermaritzburg, and we are looking up onto the mountainside. Module 6 is the teleportation module, where all kinds of things happen. On the left, we have a portal in the side of the mountain, and a fully laden coal train has just come out of that portal, which we will call the inland portal. It has brought coal from the inland of the country on its way to the coast for export. This train will follow its way round the mountain to Sadara station, up through the tunnel, down to the city of Maritzburg, and will come out through Maritzburg over here. And here's another fully laden coal train about to enter the coastal portal, which will then take the coal to the coast to unload in ships for export. And coming out of that portal, we have an empty coal train which is about to go through Pietermaritzburg and up over the mountain, past Sadara, and round to the inland portal, where it will go further inland to take another load of coal. So the trains get teleported from the one portal to the coast, and between the other portal and inland. But sometimes things go wrong, and trains get lost in the inner portal. And then we have to look inside the inner space to see what's going on. And of course, now to do that, we have to pick up this whole form on the top here. If one looks carefully, one can see a line round here. This form forms a lid over the portal space. And we'll show you what happens when the train goes missing. But of course, when we take this form off module 6, where do we put it? There's really no space in the room. The layout takes up the whole room, apart from a very small walking space round 3 sides. So, in order to do that, we made a plan. So we tape a polythene bag onto the wall. and then we drill a hole above the packet, catching all the dust in the packet. The drill is upside down so that the air blowing out of the drill does not blow the dust away from the packet. And there it is, all the dust caught in the packet. And now that we've put a hook on the wall, we've got a place to hang the farm. So I will lift the farm up off the mountain and move it to the hook on the wall. And there it is. And now we can have a look at inner space and try and find the missing train. Well, we found it. Here's the missing train. The locomotive on its side. And the coaches derailed, and some of them fallen down into the void. When we want to store a train, we will bring it in through the coastal portal to the back of module 6, and we'll bring it along underneath here, which is the beginning of the spiral, which you have already seen. But instead of going up the spiral, which can be seen going away from the camera, it will come along this line here, moving along to module 4 and to the storage tracks which we saw previously. If the train was brought in round the front of module 6 through the branch line tunnel, it will come out here following those white lines where the track's still to be built, and it will come in here joining this track to store. So in other words, if it went round the front of the module, it would be facing a different direction than if it reversed in along the back of the module. And by doing this, this is how we turn trains around. Well, that brings us to the end of module 6, the final module of the layout. And now we will zoom out so that you can see what the total layout looks like. And of course, the next thing to do is to connect everything up. But before we can do that, we need tools and materials. And with our move to a new home, all the tools and materials have been packed in boxes, many boxes. And they've all got to be unpacked to find what we need. And in doing this, one has to have a place to store everything. So in the next module, we will be looking at creating storage space for all the tools and materials. But until then, take care. If you haven't yet subscribed, do so and press the like. If you want to know when the next episode is coming out, well, just have a look at this picture. I think it will explain itself. Goodbye.